Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. Welcome back. This is Ham Radio Live.
Wherever you go, wherever you may wander in your life, surely you know I'll always want to be there, holding your hand and standing by to catch you when you fall, seeing you through in everything you do. Let me be there in your morning, let me be there in your night. Let me change whatever's wrong and make it right. Let me take you through that wonderland that only two can share. All I ask you is let me be there.
One of our first big hits, Olivia Newton-John, honoring her today. It's Tuesday, August 9th, 2022. Welcome back.
Watching you grow and going through the changes in your life. That's how I know.
And I think a lot of musicians would agree, people in radio would agree, that Olivia Newton-John was like the sex symbol for female artists in the 70s. Of course, 80s had Madonna, but it wouldn't maybe have been so big for Madonna if it hadn't been for Olivia Newton-John. Let Me Be There starts us off.
Let me be there in your morning. Let me be there in your night. Let me change whatever's wrong and make it right.
And to be fair,
Let me take you through that wonderland that only two can share. All I ask you is let me be there.
this was a true country song, really was, and it crossed over into pop, and it became a top 5 single for Olivia Newton-John way back, believe it or not, 1973. Wherever you're coming from around the world, I want to welcome you back. Sorry we're so doggone late. Welcome back, away we go. Hi everybody, welcome back to Shack in Oregon. We made it, and that's a miracle today. We go through a Larry moment now, but we're not going to do that. We'll do that in a little bit. Whole purpose of why we come is to help you get in amateur radio. But first of all, this was a big loss for a lot of us who are in amateur radio, who are this old, in their 50s, 60s. Olivia Newton-John meant a lot to us. And she was such that she was beautiful, she was innocent, she was sweet. She just came across as being that kind of girl next door that was just so gorgeous. That was our girl in the 70s. And this is what she looked like for that album, Let Me Be There. This is way back in 1973, the beautiful Olivia Newton-John. A little bit of love there for her today. I hope you enjoy the show. We're also going to have a pop trivia question regarding her today in just a little bit on the show. We'd like to help you to get your amateur radio license. That's a big deal here. Contact someone big like the American Radio Relay League. You can find them online at www.arrl.org. Please hit the contact us bar. Let them know you want to get your license. They'll send an amateur radio club via email to you, and they'll help you get on the air. www.arrl.org. If you come from WRMI CQ Calling, I want to welcome you. Good to have you guys here. We're on shortwave all around the world on WRMI, show times and dates and all of that. I'll bring those to you here tomorrow on the show. I'm just grateful to be here today. We also have a show email at cqhamradiolive@gmail.com and a pretty cool Discord community that I'm very, very proud of. Good people go there. And if you have a question about radio, right, and you may be a little nervous to ask it, it's a real safe place. You can ask questions that maybe you don't know the answers to about radio. Today's show, by the way, we'll have amateur extra license exam questions and answers. Plus, we're going to cover a couple of more QSOs from Parks on the Air weekend, for me at least. Not Parks on the Air weekend for the rest of you, but it was for me. And I didn't want to miss these two calls. They're really important to me. Hope you enjoyed that part of the show. We do have a show topic question. We already have someone that's so way ahead of things. They already answered it. And this is not the topic question, but I will give it to you. Topic question for today: tell me something good Tuesday.
Tell me something good.
Let me know know something good that's happened to you, either in life or amateur radio, and we'll put it part of the show. Theodore, he is really a smart dude all the way in the UK. He answers something good for today. It's not Friday, but it's all right. Thank you, Theodore. Well said. Let's get into the weather today, powered by ICOM. I'll get to your first, seconds, and thirds in a moment. ICOM for the love of ham radio. Here's your A1A, and it gives you a little idea. The next sunspot region probably coming from the south side there of the sun, and there's another one peeking away at the north and also almost the mid-latitudes. We're going to get some better conditions coming. Here is the squared off area where that sunspot region is, and take a look to the north of that. It's just up a little bit. You can see there's another sunspot region coming. We're really in line for a special weekend of good solar weather, much better than the last 2 days. I know today's rough, but it's going to get much better. Coronal holes, here's the problem. 12 and 10, elevated solar wind, high A index, and we've got a lot of QSB and difficult to hear signals today. Here is a progression of the sunspots in the sun over the last few days. Gives you an idea of how everything's moving around in the sun right now. Take a look at 3075 and 3076 as well as 3074. Those are large sunspot areas. Our SFIs should start increasing starting tomorrow. Here's your solar flare detection. It's purring along right just below a sea level. Better conditions are ahead by Friday, okay? Solar indices today, SFI is down 3 from yesterday. It's not much of a drop. And it's kind of hard to determine on the sun when one set of sunspots, when you see 3068, 3072, 3073 drop off, and then 3075 and 6 come up because those are going to have to replace the radiation from those sunspots, right? Well, we missed it by about a day. And that's all it is. It's just that we dropped a little bit. We should increase tomorrow. Sunspot number 63 down 24. That number will rise tomorrow, hopefully. Area number 520, that's up 10. Here's your KP index, and here's why things are bad. K4 currently out of Boulder, Colorado. This is every 3 hours they've done this. We've really averaged about a K3.75 today. It's been pretty loud. Your 3-day geomagnetic forecast, it's loud today, loud tomorrow. Thursday should be quieter. So your amateur radio bands on Thursday night, like on 160, 40, 80, 30, should be much quieter, even 60. Good, better conditions coming. QRZ, SFI 113, solar number 58, BZ latitude minus 4.2. And look at that solar wind. It's pretty high, 629.7 kilometers per second, and that's simply because of the coronal holes that are facing us right now. So we've got some pretty loud conditions here from the sun, a lot of radiation coming our way. That's why you see things like the HF band conditions being either fair or poor. Look at the signal noise level, S3 to S4. That's a high index. A index is at 31. K index is at 4. Let's look at the A index and what this all means. If your A index is over 30, that's a minor geomagnetic storm. So that's what we're going through right now. It's because of the A index from the sun. If we have a lower K index, we want it to be below 2. 2 or less gives us quiet conditions. So when we look at today's conditions, A31, very high. Okay, K4, also high. That puts us in an active geomagnetic field and high noise source. Also, take a look at the MUF over Boulder right now, 15.89 megahertz. It's just a tough day right now if you're on HF. VHF and UHF fans, rejoice. You've got good conditions. Here on the HF side, a little poor. If you're looking up in Alaska, it says 28 megahertz. That doesn't make any sense. It's too high for that area right now. If you take a look at, like in the northern part of Canada, it doesn't match anywhere for 28. It's just an incorrect figure there. U.S.-Canadian border right now, 18 megahertz, right there at the border. So 17 north, 18 south. You're going to be pushing around on 17 meters at best. 20 megahertz in Southern California. Look at the panhandle of Florida there. Not high, right? Only 18 megahertz. We don't have huge conditions today. It's in South America, 31, the southern part of Venezuela, 34 if you're just around the bend, the Great Bend there in Brazil, 22 Sao Paulo. Heading towards Europe, still good conditions, 23 megahertz in Great Britain. That's fantastic. That's 15 meters, right? 21 in France, 18 Germany, 20 in Italy, 19 if you're in Bulgaria, and throughout Africa, they've got pretty much 14 megahertz towards the Middle East, heading towards where Winan lives in Namibia, about the 20-meter band, and down in Cape Town, 10 megahertz. Heading towards the Far East, about 16 megahertz in Tokyo, and coming into view as we see Australia waking up, they're about 18 megahertz as well. So your forecast for today, it's a little bit convoluted. I'll try and make the best sense of it for you as I can. SFIs will continue to slowly increase through Wednesday. High A index means QSB is going to be heavy in the Northern Hemisphere today. A index should start decreasing tomorrow. Noise floors to S2 to S3 tonight. So we should see a lowering a little bit of noise floors tonight, decreasing down to an S2 Wednesday, hopefully an S1 by Thursday. Voice bands for Northern Hemisphere today, 20, 17, and possible 15, most likely south in the Northern Hemisphere. Equatorial latitudes 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10. Southern Hemisphere today, 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10. If you're north of about Brisbane in Australia, you'll get the whole package, 15, 17, 12, and 10. You'll also get, of course, 20. But, you got to be around Brisbane and really north of Zambia in Africa and in the the continent of Africa, of South America, right around Rio de Janeiro north. You'll get some 10 meters there as well. Nighttime, high noise floors through tomorrow. So pay attention. You'll have some high signal noise ratios on the amateur radio bands. Nighttime handband openings 160, 80, 75, 60, 40, 30. Best DX always on your maximum usable frequency at sunset. Then work lower bands till you reach 40 and 80 in the overnight hours, and probably 20 meters still works well for a couple hours after sunset. Shortwave friends, your bands today, 31, 25, 22, and 19, and shortwave nighttime bands open tonight. Remember, high noise floors, they will be on 120, 90, 75, 60, 49, and 41. Once we get to 31 meters, 25, 22, and 19, the noise should decrease as you go up and have good conditions for the 19-meter band, which will be open in the north about 2 hours after sunset, and the signals will fade away. Today's solar ranking, only A3 again, but we got better conditions coming, and we want to welcome you to today's show. Thanks a lot for coming. Appreciate it, guys. Sorry we're late. All right, let's find out who's first, second, and third of the show today, and be a big thanks up for them, because I really appreciate people who come, especially when this late. I was trying to get home as fast as I could. It just wasn't working out. So let's find out who's first. First of all, from Ireland, the Emerald Isle, Kevin O'Doublehan, you're first. Give that man a big old beep, beep, please.
Meep, meep.
Hi, Kevin. Congratulations, mate. You did it. Well done, man. I think that's great. Hope things are well for you in Ireland today. And thank you so much for coming to the show this late. And I'm very, very sorry it is so late, Kev. Thanks for being here. Jenna just squeezed out of there. Barely, just a little bit. From Georgia, November 4th, Juliet Echo Hotel. Welcome, Jenna. You made it. All right. Thanks for being here, kiddo. It's good to see you. Third, and this is a long distance call for him, Tom, all the way in Bahrain, which is amazing because he's all the way in the Middle East where I think, Tom, what is it now? Is it 13 hours difference? It's amazing. Tom comes in third. Here you go, Tom.
Oh, big old Carolina, don't carry me too far away.
Alpha Echo 1 Tango Papa, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. He's got the Steve Miller Band Jetliner because he's like a software designer, developer, right? He helps to build, like seriously build the big stuff, like for flight simulators, right? So like military, airlines, all those helicopters, airplanes of all kinds. Tom's a whiz kid, and he came in third. Nice to have you, Tom. Thanks for your kindness, too. It's good to see you. My friend Charlie, welcome. Charlie Fred Summit RF, November Juliet 7 Victor. Thanks for coming, Charlie. A very happy Tuesday to you. I hope you and yours are well, bud. It's good to see you. Thanks, Fred. Also, Casey from Phoenix. We got, look, back-to-back Phoenix folks here. Casey, Kilo Charlie 7, Alpha Bravo Charlie. Welcome to the show, Casey. It's nice to see you. William Myers with Kelly. Hi, William. Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike in Wisconsin. Andy Bronson, Mike 7 X-Ray Tango Tango. Welcome. Wicked Loud Ones here. It's good to see you. Welcome to the show. Good to have you. Good group today. Siobhan is here also from the UK by way of Ireland. William is here from Akron, Ohio. Alpha Delta 8 India Tango. Jake Canuck, WJG. Call sign Victor Alpha 3 Whiskey Juliet X-Ray. Welcome. And William claims the very first thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Rodney, I understand. I'm only here for a few, actually, too, okay?
My name is Larry.
Good to have you, buddy. I was like, I gotta get there. Theodore, welcome. 2 Echo Zero Golf India Yankee, welcome. This will be a shortened version of the show. It's so late, and honestly, it was everything I could do to get here. So please understand, I've been putting off, I had the car accident, like on the, I think it was the 18th of June. And I've just kept pushing off doing the appointments, like get the car estimated and to go to the doctors to get x-rays, which you can't do when you have COVID, even after you recover. All right. So let me do this. I don't want to do this too much. It's time for Larry moment. So here, you have to go to the hospital to get tests done, right? Because the doctor, after the car accident, want them done. Okay. So I have to do it. But the problem is when you have COVID, you have to then go through the COVID period, and then you have to heal, right, and be better for a certain amount of time. Here it's 10 days. I had to wait till it was 10 days, and I finally got to get it done. We got everything done today, and it's over with. Thank goodness. Yeah. Siobhan, welcome. She says, last show for me, I think, for a few weeks. Going to visit my sister. That's awesome. And do touristy American-y things for a few weeks. That's awesome. Have fun. Have fun. Where are you going? You going what part of the States you coming to? It'd be good to have you. My gosh, we'd love that. Thank you. And that's a girl, I just need to bottle her up. She just always makes me thrilled. Hope you're having a fantastic day, good sir. Lovely to see you again. Siobhan, honestly, the pleasure is mine. Thank you for coming all the way today from the UK. It's nice to have you. Let me know where you're going. Really, what state you're planning to go to. Be a lot of fun. Stuart, welcome. Mike Zero, Tango Tango, Quebec. Fantastically talented artist and lovely person. Truly was. Australian birth. She came to the States as a young person back in the early 70s and started recording music. And wow, Olivia Newton-John, she will be missed. She really will be. She was so gifted. And can you imagine, look how big Grease is. Even today, that movie and the Broadway play, it's because of her chemistry with John Travolta. It was a magical time. That was 1978. Thank you, Stuart. Good comment. Yeah. We got, let me see, we've got Dominica. That would be Ishmael. Hey guys, I'm here doing some gamma match tuning. Seems like with my tuner, the Yagi 10 meter works on 15, 12, 17. Got training for my amateur radio general license again tonight. 30 minutes. Good luck, Ishmael. Hope things go well for you in that. Cliff Boltz, Whiskey Delta 4 Oscar Bravo Papa is here all the way from Virginia. Hello, my friend. Gosh, it's a great group. Ron Walensky as well from Monroe, Washington. Hi, Ron. November 8, Whiskey Charlie Romeo. Happy afternoon to you. It's a wonderful Tuesday in the Northwest for sure. Alvin Norris, it's a first-timer. Welcome. Whiskey 8, Union, Juliet, Mike is here. My name is Larry. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to Ham Radio Live. Nice to meet you, Alvin. Truly mean that. Jenna with our topic questions. Tell me something good Tuesday.
Tell me something good.
Something good. Very and I are getting close to getting that extra ticket.
Tell me something good.
That is great news, Jenna. Going up for the extra. Congrats. We're going to have some amateur extra license questions and answers. That's good. Siobhan in UK, I finished packing and get on a flying tube to go visit my sister. So that's something good. We'll give you one.
Tell me something good.
That's nice. Rodney, thank you very much for the link to Solar Ham. That's nice. Roger McKeon, welcome. Kilo Juliet 7, Lima X-Ray. And Molly, his pup is K9. Welcome to both of you. I think we're almost there. Rodney, welcome. Pop Echo for 9 Romeo Whiskey. Something good. Saw my mom after a long time. She's here on vacation. Also the reason I'm not online a lot. That's a very big tell me something good.
Tell me something good.
Rodney, that's really good. Go spend time with your mom. Seriously, man. Go do that. It's so much more important than being here. It is. Thank you for coming, Rodney. Turn off the computer now, or your phone, whatever you're watching the show on. Seriously, go be with your mom. That's so cool. Mike is here. We got a call with Mike, and I'm really excited to share that. I couldn't find it. Actually, the problem was I was trying to edit videos out of 4.5 hours. And I couldn't fit Mike in yesterday, but I got it now. It'll be on today's show. Mike says, hi, Larry and all. Just made it back home from HRO in Winter Springs, Florida. A nice looking store with a lot in stock. Mike, welcome. I hope you get yourself on that POTA award thing. I hope you win a POTA award. Kevin O'Doublehead managed to get my call sign certificate today to set up my Logbook of the World account. He's very happy. That's telling me something good.
Tell me something good.
Absolutely well done. Yes, sir, Kev. That's always good. And if you're anywhere near me, you know it's probably time to activate what we call here, Thor, actually, Minnesota said we needed one, and we do have a woofing filter.
Some bitch. Don't you cuss on this here radio. I apologize to all the friendly folk who are listening.
That's a little Jackie Gleason and some Burt Reynolds from Smoking the Bandit. Oh, the woofing filter. Dale Milton says, I finally made contact in Maine, and now I just need Delaware. That's 50 states, so get them. Good luck, and that's awesome. Dale, that's tell me something great.
Tell me something
Oh,
good.
Dale, I would love to hear when you make it all 50. Congrats. That's great. That's cool. I think we got, let me see. I just want to make sure we get everybody here. Dwight Hitchens, welcome. State of Virginia is here. Ron Walensky, something good. Jenna Avery, studying for the extra. I better say it right. Avery, sorry. Avery. Studying for the extra has made me get ready to start studying for my extra. Wow, Ron, that is awesome news. Do it. Seriously, man, do it. That's my biggest thing here. It really is to license and license up. You know, and people look at the extra, I think, with so much like trepidation, like, oh gosh, I can't do it. It's way too hard. Just getting the general is hard enough to do it. I just don't think it's right. No. Hold on for Larry. Hold on.
And now, a Larry moment.
All right. So when I started to study, I knew I wanted the extra, and I believed I would get it. And I wasn't cocky or arrogant. I just studied my rear end off. I really did. And I came away with it. And what I found, my experience, mine only, okay, lots of general, some technician license questions on it, and it blew me away how many of them there were. Seriously. And there's not much math on it either. Ron, you will pass it, get the thing scheduled, and get studying for it. Seriously, go do it. I mean that. I really do. Wicked Loud One. And don't let me down, Ron. Okay. Picked up a used Alpha Delta 80-20-10 fan dipole for $20 and some other goodies at the Berryville, Virginia Hemp Fest on Sunday. That's doggone pretty cool. Congratulations. Isn't that cool? Love getting deals at Hemp Fests. That's cool. Charlie Red Summit RF, November Juliet 7 Victor, something good. My server upgrades were successful. I was sweating bullets this morning because it's a very complex upgrade. Previously, it had to be rolled back, but success today.
Tell me something good.
Charlie, that's great news, man. That's really good news. When you're able to get something done that really is just frustrating you and you can't get it, but you keep trying, that's really good. Stuart in the UK says 15 meters still looks nicely open to South America. Yeah. It is. And you know, 15 is probably going to be the maximum frequency. And right now, the UK they've got 15 because they're able to work over 21 megahertz. Work the heck out of it and then get to 20 meters, because 17, then 20. And it's just going to work well for you. It really is some great stuff out there for you guys to be able to do. Sam Weaver, watch the stream while grilling. Kilo Mike 4 Echo Oscar. My goodness, enjoy your meal. Keep the phone away from the barbecue, though. You can kind of melt them. Yeah. I think we got everybody. I hope we got everybody. Let me check. Winan is here. That means Africa is in the house. A big old roar. His height thought no show today. Well, you know what? We got it put together after all. That was a good thing. You know, if people can come to it, great. I understand. It's really hard because I've got 2 people to take care of in this house. And I try to. And when Karen's off work, I don't want to miss the time I get to spend with her. We talked about going to the beach on Tuesday, which is today here in Oregon. And then she said, no, I just want to take it easy. And I'm totally cool with that. So that's my tell me something good.
Tell me something good.
That's my tell me something good. get to relax a little bit and spend some time with all of you. Dan Bernization, welcome. Good to have you on the show. And I believe that's everyone. Let's see. Wyden says, Larry, tell me something good. Larry surprised me with the show today. Well, thank you. That's very, very nice. Thanks, Wyden. That's nice. All the way from Namibia. If you never watched the show live, he's watching from Namibia in Africa. It's nice to have you. William Myers, Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike, tell me something good. I received the QSL card from Larry today. Woot, woot. Thank you, Larry. You're welcome. Yeah. I'm glad you like it. I hope you do. Yeah, it's just a little thing. And I'm just a simple dude, guys. I really am. Thank you very much. And I mean this. Thank you for thinking so much of me. I'm just like you are. I really am. Andy New, welcome. Mike 7 Charlie Union November from the UK. Always a pleasure. Thank you. Dylan Brown, that's another first timer. Welcome to the show. His call sign Kilo 7 Bravo Victor X-Ray. Thank you for all your content. Dylan, thank you for being here. I mean that. My name's Larry. It's really nice to meet you. Thanks for making Ham Radio Live part of your day today. Thank you. It's a radio talk show about radio, but it's fun. And you guys are all the stars. And it's a fun thing to host. I'll be really honest, it really is. Graham, wow, he's here from Australia. Victor Kilo 3 Golf Echo Kilo. That would be 5 continents watching live now. Wow. Wow. Thank you guys. I mean that. Because we've got North America, we've got Europe, we've got Asia, we've got Africa, and now we have Australia. Graham, thank you for making it a 5th continent. Folks, we're going to try and help you now with the Amateur Extra license. Yeah, the biggest license, the top dog here in the States. It's powered by Ham Test Online, the software that knows you. Online courses for all 3 of the Ham Radio license exams here in the States. Find them on www.hamtestonline.com. First question for the Amateur Extra. We'll do it all in just a moment. Which of the following, and don't look at the dotted one, please. It was actually there when I went to go grab it from my phone. It was like, oh, interesting. It selected it, but it didn't actually select it. All right. Which of the following is a common use for a Smith chart? All right. The ones given, it determines the loss per 100 feet of transmission line given the velocity factor and conductor materials is not the answer. Okay, it's dotted, but it's not it. The next one, B, determine the gain of an antenna given the physical and electrical parameters. No, that's not it. That's not what Smith charts are used for. Number 3 is close. Determine the impedance of a transmission line given the physical dimensions. That's a part that kind of, yeah. After that, it's over, okay? But number 4, determine the length and position of an impedance matching stub is the answer looking for. And if you answer it that way, you'll have it correct, right? Next question, what must be done before placing an amateur station within an officially designated wilderness area or wildlife preserve or an area listed in the National Register of Historic Places? Now, we've never had this question before. Let's look at the 4 answers. Number 1, so A, an environmental assessment must be submitted to the FCC. B, a form Foxtrot Sierra Delta-15 must be submitted to the Department of the Interior. C, a letter of intent must be filed with the Environmental Protection Agency. Or D, a proposal must be submitted to the National Park Service. Now, D sounds like it could work, right? C sounds like it could be, and B sounds pretty like technical, right? The actual answer is A. An environmental assessment must be submitted to the FCC before placing an amateur station within an officially designated wilderness area or wildlife preserve or an area listed in the National Register of Historic Places. That's it. Just an environmental assessment must be submitted to the FCC. All right. Next question. What impedance does a quarter wavelength transmission line present to a generator when the line shorted at the far end? We've had this before. Remember, very high impedance. It's just very high impedance. And see, we get this one again, right? And it's got a 7.7 chance of being on your exam. It's on back-to-back of the practice exams. You have a chance. You might get this on your test. You might. All right, next question. Why do many MOSFET devices have internally connected Zener diodes to the gates? All right, to the gates. This is a kind of a weird question. All right. The answer here has to do with protection of the electronic device here, okay? And it has to do with static discharge, okay? If you remember, if you get this question, right, it's only an 8.3% chance you'll get it. But remember the question, why do many MOSFET devices have internally connected Zener diodes on the gates? It has to do with static damage to the gate. That's all it is, static damage to the gate. If you remember static damage, you'll have it right, okay? There's one, we're going to do it all in, and this is so doggone easy, we'll all get it right. All right, here we go. This is actually on the extra, okay? This seriously is. All right. What is an isotropic antenna? No kidding. It's there. Okay. Is it a theoretical omnidirectional antenna used as a reference for antenna gain? Is it B, a spacecraft antenna used to detect signals towards Earth? Is it C, a horizontally polarized antenna used to compare Yagi antennas? Or is it D, a grounded antenna used to measure Earth conductivity? A, B, C, or D doesn't count towards the world or North America score, but it gives you some applause like this. Good luck. Yeah, first one in with that. So what's an isotropic antenna? See if you can answer that one. I want to get to this really good because it's kind of neat. Andy New Digimode 4 arrived today. That's Tell Me Something Good.
Tell me something good.
Nice work, Mike 7, Charlie November, and Dan Bernization. Tell me something good. I got my 80 end-fed half wave up a tall pole and made contact with a station in Barcelona, Spain. Whoa, that's good.
Tell me something good.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. Well done. Well done. Wow. All right, so let's get to this one here. And we're going to, if I get the wrong person, it's not meant to be. Stuart answers with C, a horizontally polarized antenna used to compare log. I don't think that's what I don't. I've got to be far from where we were. Okay. Coming in first, Andy New, who loves our trivia questions. He gets real giddy about them. I'm kidding you, Andy. Mike 7, Charlie November. Answers A, what's an isotropic antenna? The answer, a theoretical omnidirectional antenna used as a reference for antenna gain. That is 100% correct. Well done, sir. Yeah, that's all it is. It's a made-up antenna. It's all it is. It's done for reference for antenna gain. That's all it's used for. So Siobhan got it right. Look, Wayne got it right. Ron got it right. Look at you guys. See, and this is on the extra test, guys. This is why I'm saying it's truly something you guys can pass. If you're not trying for the extra, you should be. You really should. As a drop, that would be Siobhan. She said it's also an excuse to turn up your amplifier.
Nutty as a fruitcake.
That's okay. We love her. That's our Siobhan. She loves turning the amplifier up. Next question. All right. Good job, you guys. What happens to reactive power in an AC circuit that has both ideal inductors and ideal capacitors? Now, we've had a kind of a form of this question before, but we really haven't had this one, which is interesting. In this one, take a look at the answer. This might surprise you. It's repeatedly exchanged between the associated magnetic and electric fields, but it's not dissipated. Isn't that interesting? So if you get this question, what happens to reactive power? Remember those two words, reactive power, in an AC circuit that has both ideal inductors and ideal capacitors. The answer, it's repeatedly exchanged between the associated magnetic and electric fields, and the key, it is not dissipated. Look at the other answers, okay? They talk about number 2, it is dissipated as kinetic energy in the circuit, all right? Number 4, it is dissipated as heat in the circuit. So 3 of these have to do with dissipate. Actually 4, excuse me. Number 1, it's dissipated in the formation of inductive and capacitive fields. Everything's dissipated. But just remember on this one, if you get it, right? It's repeatedly exchanged between the associated magnetic and electric fields, which is a radio wave, right? But it's not dissipated. This one is not dissipated. All right. Except for some parts of Alaska. I feel like Peter Brady today, so my voice is cracking. It's kind of weird. Anyway, Except for in some parts of, did again, some parts of Alaska, what is the maximum power permitted on the 630 meter band? All right. Now, the answer here, and keep in mind, the band plan will help you here. But on this question for 630 meters, if you're looking at band plan, this is going to be even lower than 160 meters, all right? It's just below the medium wave broadcast band here in the States, right? It's 5 watts effective isotropic radiated power. That's it. But here it is, okay? You can see the answer right here. And it says the words, except in some parts of Alaska. What does that mean? All right, let's take a look at 630 meters, which is 472 kilohertz. Take a look. 5 watts effective isotropic radiated maximum power, except in Alaska, within 496 miles of Russia, where the power limit is only 1 watt effective isotropic radiated power. So when you get this question, that's why it says except in some parts of Alaska. That would be 1 watt. IERP, excuse me. That's why. So that's on the 630 meter band. Again, just above 160. It's the second lowest frequency we work in amateur radio. All right, almost done. Next question. How do the control operator responsibilities of a station under automatic control differ from one under local control? Right? Let's define automatic and local. That'll help you, okay? Automatic control would be like a repeater, okay? Something that takes signals on one frequency, sends them out on another frequency. It does it automatically, and the control operator doesn't have to be present. Does not. But local control, they do. That's very important. It's a big difference between automatic and local. So on this one, you see number 1, it's backwards. Under local control, a control operator is not required to be present at a control point. It's the exact opposite, okay? Number 2, or B, under automatic control, there is no control operator. That's correct. C, under local control, there is no control operator. That's just a rewording of the first one. And then the fourth one, under automatic control, the control operator is not required to be present at the control point. So let's do this. We'll do A, B, C, D. So A, C, and D say the exact same things, but they're just absolutely worded the same way.
Now, I say
different
cut
ways.
that out.
I
What's
know.
it all about, boy? Elucidate.
Okay, what I'm saying is, if you take a look at 1, 3, and 4, or A, C, and D, they say the same thing, just worded differently. Phenomenally wordsmithed. If the FCC got some kind of stop, Foghorn. This is such a great job by the FCC. It really is. It's the one that's number 2. Under automatic control, there is no control operator. If you get it that way, you'll get it right. That's the answer, okay? Under automatic control, the control operator is not required to be present at the control point. And the reason for that is because, under automatic, I gave you the wrong one. It's not under automatic control, there's no control operator. It's number 1. Under local control, a control operator is not required to be present. Wait a minute. This is the same. Hold on. It is, same one. This does not seem to make sense. Under automatic control, the control operator is not, yeah, that's correct. Under automatic control operator is not required to be present at the control points. That's the right answer, sorry. I guess I was twisted a little bit there. So it's D is in Delta. Under automatic control, the control operator is not required to be present at the control point. You have my apologies.
My name is Larry.
All right. Let's get to that. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 2 more. All right. How is power supplied to the most common type of MMIC? All right. And if you don't know what MMIC is, it's simply something that has to do with an integrated circuit. Okay. It's actually a monolithic microwave integrated circuit. That's what MMIC means. So how is power supplied to most of them? All right. The answer here is through a resistor and or RF choke connected to the amplifier output lead. Answer it that way, you'll have it right. Just remember RF choke. It's the only one that's there with RF choke, and you'll have that question correct, all right? Again, it's the extra. You guys can pass this. You really can. What's the most common data rate used for HF packet? Sorry? It's a little loud downstairs. And again, we just activated the woofing filter by doing this.
Some bitch.
Okay, there we
Don't
go.
you cuss on this here radio.
Thank you so much.
I apologize
Yeah.
to all the friendly folk who are listening.
All right. The most common data rate used for high frequency packet is 300 baud. 300 baud's the right answer. You'll find it on HF. It's different when you get a VHF, UHF, but on HF it's 300 baud. Remember how they're worded, okay? I'm just going to give you a freebie answer next, okay? All right. Freebie answer. Which of the following may reduce or eliminate intermodulation interference in a repeater caused by another transmitter operating in close proximity? The answer to this one, if you get it, remember intermodulation products in a repeater, okay? The answer, a properly terminated circulator at the output of the repeater's transmitter. That's it. So, if you get the question, which of the following may reduce or eliminate intermodulation interference in a repeater caused by another transmitter operating in close proximity, a properly terminated circulator at the output of the repeater's transmitter. Circulator is the key word there. Answer that, you'll have it right. Want to thank HemTest Online for power and Ham Bites today, the amateur extra. Well done today, guys. 100% money back guarantee if you fail the test. They have all 3 license exams for you to take, and they have all the syllabus, practice tests, and the encouragement to get you over the hill. Find them online at www.hamtestonline.com. And we're almost to POTA again. I had 2 people I really wanted to play the QSOs for yesterday. But it was like trying to weigh 2 things, okay? You're trying to weigh time of the video and how much time you're going to allow. I didn't want to go over 145. We barely made it to the line. These 2 calls were included, and these 2 calls actually were made at the very first park. They were made at the one that was near my home, southwest of where I live. Okay, so you see Salem there, kind of in the center almost, to where it's right by where the blue pin is. Okay, it's at Sarah Helmick State Recreation Area, K-0200. And the cool part, I made 2 of the coolest calls from this park, and this is one of those places that was magical for me. I could see why it'd be easy to make a lot of cues from here. First one came from a woman we're going to honor today named Kim, Kilo 6 Yankee Lima. And this is such a special call. Listen to what she has to say.
CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the Air. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ Parks on the Air and listening.
Park to park, park to park.
Go ahead, park to park.
Okay, thank you. And I was just tuning around here, so I didn't get your call. I just heard you saying parks on the air. This is Kilo 6 Yankee Lima. Again, this is Kilo 6 Yankee Lima. It's K-3568.
QSL, Kilo 6 Yankee Lima. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, park number Kilo K, so it's K-0200. K-0200. Over.
Okay, I got Kilo 7 Hotel November at Kilo 0200 QSL.
That's a Roger. I'll give you 57 on the signal report. Nice signal today. My name is Larry, Lima Alpha, Romeo Yankee.
Thank you very much, Larry. Yes, my husband's name as well. My name is Kim, Kilo Italy, Mexico Kim, and I'm in Southern California. Where is K-0200 located?
It's in the coastal range, just the western edge of the coastal range of northwest Oregon, Kim. So just about 40 miles from the Pacific Ocean. So nice signal, really coming up fine here. What's my signal over there?
You are 5'6" with a little QSD, and I am right along the coast right here at Silver Strand State Beach. I have the ocean in front of me and the bay behind me.
Doesn't get better than that, does it, Kim? That's a wonderful place. Well, it's an honor to be able to make the call with you. I'm going to feature you probably on my YouTube channel when I get back to make the next call. making the next YouTube show, I mean. So, Kim, thank you for the call. It's been an honor to work you. Kilo 6, Yankee Lima. This is Kilo 7, Hotel November. God bless you and your family, Kim, and thank you for the call.
Okay, thank you, Larry. Now I remember you. I remember you as well. And I have been on your show, a year ago or so. I think I was on 40 meters with you, I think. But anyway, thank you very much, Larry. Have a wonderful day there. 7-3 from Kilo 6, Yankee Lima.
I felt bad yesterday I didn't play that because she was so sweet and she's worked the show before and she's really a nice person. And it was a neat visual of seeing the ocean in front, the bay behind, and in Southern California. Wow. What a wonderful call it was. Kim, thank you for that. Appreciate it very, very much. Mean that. All right. Made a second call. This one's more difficult. It was coast to coast and it was more than one station calling. I missed playing yesterday, and I'm sorry I did. Now I'm glad to set the record straight. Here's how the call came in, coast to coast, from someone I think might just win something in the POTA Awards this Sunday, Monday, if you're in the UTC time zone or plus, right? It's kind of a weird time thing. It's at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. in the Eastern time zone, and then it's 00 UTC. So that'd be the next day on the 15th. All right. Mike, Kilo Golf 2, Mike. Listen to this call. It was a great opportunity for me to work someone who I admire a lot for the hard work they put in to activate Parks on the Air.
And Kilo 7, Hotel November, QRZ.
Kilo Golf 2, Mike.
Oh, no way. Kilo Golf 2, Mike. That's a call sign I know very well. Mike, you're coming in at a 5x5, 55 cross country, man.
Roger, Larry. I got you about a 5 and 3 to Florida. Sounding good out here. Glad that you got out and activated the park, and glad to get you in the log. Back to you.
Mike, it's an honor, man. I'm so happy. I'm grinning from ear to ear. The park number here is Kilo-0200. That's Kilo-0200. It's my first park activation. I'm going to go do a second one now. So thanks, buddy. It was great to talk to you. Kilo Golf 2, Mike. And by the way, I hope you win something on POTA. I think you might win something on the POTA Awards. Over.
Good luck on your activation, Larry. We'll catch up with you later. 7-3 from Kilo Golf 2, Mike in Florida.
Kilo Golf 2, Mike. Thanks a lot. It was so good to hear your voice, Mike. Thank you. This is Kilo 7, Hotel November, QRZ.
Kilo Foxtrot 4 is Zulu Kilo.
That was Mike. And it was a treat to work you, Mike. Thank you so much for making the call. And it was cool for the old man to be at a park here for once, right? Kilo Golf 2, Mike. And he's the young man. I'm the old man. It was good to have you. We want to talk about those POTA Awards. It's going to be a good show. Please join them. It's coming up on Sunday, August 14th, here in the States. You'll hear it 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. It's kind of weird because it's a 00 UTC on the 15th, but that's the time they selected for the POTA Awards on YouTube. Find them on Parks on the Air. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. You'll be notified once they go live on Sunday. Also, join us Saturday, August 27th at 1900 UTC. Meet our friend Carlos, Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Lima, November. Good Talk Parachute Mobile. Have a whole bunch of fun with him. A lot of questions I know you have for Carlos, and we're grateful to have him coming. Thank you to Carlos for saying yes on that when we rescheduled. Also, join us on September 3rd. Here's a guy that has been around YouTube doing ham radio stuff for a very, very long time, and you get to ask him questions. It's Gary Pierce. That's right. The Gary Pierce from Ham Radio Now. Pretty cool. Join it Saturday, September 3rd at 1900 UTC. That's going to be an amazing opportunity to meet Gary, talk about his life in amateur radio, as well as talk about his life on YouTube. Please join us for Tim on September 3rd. Should be a fun show. And then we go down under and meet Hayden. That's a weird show date. It's a Friday date here in the States, September 9th at 23 UTC. So that's 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. in the Eastern time zone of North America. Meet Hayden from Ham Radio DX here on YouTube and have a wonderful time here with us, okay? We have a show question today. Pretty simple. Tell me something good Tuesday.
Tell me something good.
And, you know, it has been, I look back, it's been 4 weeks since we've been able to do a Tuesday show. No kidding. Been that long. Long time ago. Let's see, Mike, I want to get your comment. It's kind of nice. This is very nice of you to say. Wow, you guys are busy talking. Oh, Kevin joined. Hi, Kev. Kilo Zero Kilo Lima Bravo joins us from Iowa. Hi, Kevin. Welcome. A lot of fun. A lot of fun to meet you. Thank you for being here, buddy. Mike had made a comment, and I really was excited to see it because I was honored to meet him. He says, woo-hoo, coast to coast. And yes, we sure did it, Mike, didn't we? That was a lot of fun. When I heard your call sign, you were just underneath the other guy, barely, just a skosh. But I heard the call sign. You were really slow with it, which I thought, man, I learned something from that. Because oftentimes you try to be quick, like really fast. You just drew it out real nice and easy. Made it easy for me to hear it. Kilo Golf 2 Mike. It was perfect. And I want you to tell you, because you did that, it was easy for me to find out who it was. Thanks, Mike. That was great. Nice contact. And that was coast to coast from Jacksonville all the way here, almost to the Pacific Ocean. Yeah. And that QSO with Kim was a joy. I really, really loved Kim. She was special. Because she painted a picture, right? Ocean front, bay in the back. What a treat to be on the air and making calls. And she's really good at doing parks on the air. All right, my friends. We're going to thank somebody. And today, I think will be fun. We're going to actually thank Kim herself right there. We're going to thank her for being part of the show. Have some
Allow
fun.
me to introduce myself.
There you
My
go.
name is Wile E. Coyote. Genius.
We're going to we're going to honor Kimberly George from Claremont, California, Kilo 6, Yankee Lima. She's done some good stuff. World Radio Friendship, all the U.S. counties, continents of the world, and she's even got grid squares. Look at that. Good stuff. Take a little look at her QRZ page. Hello, I'm Kim from Claremont, California, 30 miles east of Los Angeles, just below the San Gabriel Mountains. She got a license in April of 2009, passed her extra license test, and was a member of 19. You can do this, everybody. Yes, you can. She says she really loves to meet other hams on the air. She's met a couple in person so far, some really great people. She also had she had 2 Elmers. She really did. And it talks about this here. My first Elmer who got me on the air was Whiskey 7 Software Defined Radio. What a call sign. His name was Dick. Second one, her Elmer was Alpha 6 Delta. And what I love here, she says, who I would like to thank for his expert advice, education, and his antenna guru status. That is pretty darn cool, and she takes the time to thank him. Kim, that's a really neat thing. Everything here is pretty special. Some of the contacts she's made through her 5/8 vertical antenna include China, Russia, Japan, Italy, England, France, Poland, Greenland, Spain, Australia, New Zealand, Christmas Island, Switzerland, Germany, Scotland, Mexico, Croatia, Canada, Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, Puerto Rico. She's done good. She really has. And then here's a little more about her. She's got brand new Kenwood TS480HX, and she got a Astron 70 amp. Just started using her new Kenwood officially on this date. She says November 21st of 2012, and she already loves it. She also has a Yaesu 857D, which is an amazing radio. It really is. Here is also what she's got right about now. That would be an Elecraft. Wow. She's got some quality stuff. And here's Kim. Kilo 6 Yankee Lima. Claremont, California, coming in. Kilo 6 Yankee Lima. Thank you, Kim, for being a part of Ham Radio Live. That's cool. And for me, that's pretty special stuff. Because I always like to thank people who watch the channel. You know, I don't ever take that for granted. I tell you that a lot. And I don't mean to beat it to death. That's the last thing I want to do. You can hear my voice is kind of scratchy today. I don't know why. Anyway, I just want to say thank you to Kim. And thank you to all of you who watch the show from coast to coast and around the world. Thank you, guys. All right, we're going to quickly scoot. I told you it'd be a shorter show today, and we're going to get there just a skosh under 1 hour here. We're going to be done. But we got one thing more to do. We got to go up to the crow's nest, and we got to find out what the Angry Hams feel about the current show.
I know what's wrong with this show. What? It's the theater. What's wrong with it? The seats face the stage.
Great. All right, North America is behind by 5, 50-45. First question. In the 1960s, U.S. novice class radio operators were required to use crystal frequency control. Another name for crystal control was what? Was it A, rock loaded, B, rock stalked, was it C, rock sure, or was it D, rock bound? All right? What was it? A, rock loaded, B, rock stalked, C, rock sure, D, rock bound. Again, we're looking for another nickname for crystal control. A, B, C, or D. First one with the right answer gets the points. Good luck, everybody. All right. Here we go. Andy New, first one in. He's got A, rock loaded. That is not it. Sorry, Andy. Second coming in, Mike, rock loaded as well. Nope. Cliff Bolt, State of Virginia, Whiskey Delta for Oscar Bravo Papa. He's got D, rock bound, and he is 100% correct. It's a tie score again. Well done. Yep, rock bound. And literally right after him on my end was Siobhan. It was that close for North America in the world. Wow, really close. Kel in Norway also had it correct. Andy in the UK got it right. Wicked Loud got it right. And I believe we've got everybody in. All right, let's go to trivia question number 2 with a tie score on the line. Here we go. During daylight, and this is an easy one, during daylight hours, the D layer absorbs radio energy below 10 megahertz. Does it do that? Does the D layer control, help absorb radio energy below 10 megs? A is true, B is false. Let me know with your answer. First one right gets the points for their continent. Good luck. The D layer absorbs radio energy below 10 megahertz. Is it true or false? We talk about this a lot. We really do. That's the reason why, 40 meters doesn't work as great daytime as it works nighttime. Why it doesn't have the distance, right? All right, so first up with this one, Mike in Jacksonville answers A. It would be true, and he is 100% true, and North America grabs the lead. Well done, Mike. Kilo Golf 2, Mike. Yep, that's it. It is true. Yeah, the D layer controls, it helps absorb radio energy below 10 megs. That's really what it does. And the reason why it does is, and this is a good example of why daytime ionospheric conditions are so different than nighttime. The D layer at night goes away, leaving E and F. F1, F2 combine to make one big layer at night, and you only have 2 refractive layers up in the air. D is gone. But during the daytime, when everything gets charged up really good, right? That's when the D layer is really present. And it's why signals under 10 megahertz tend to be more attenuated than those that are above it. That's the right answer. So, Mike, congratulations. Kilo Golf 2, Mike. You are correct. Well done. Yep. Also getting this, Andy Kelly was close, and then Andy New with B, Wyman with A, Cliff with A, Wicked Loud with B, Ron with A. I know. Oh, you got a migraine? Aaron, turn off the computer, get some rest. Yeah! It's okay to do that. All right, we got a pop trivia. I got one pop trivia for you. You ready for this one? All right. What was Olivia Newton-John's biggest hit? All right? Biggest hit. Now, this, of course, it'd be for the States. However, it also crossed over into Britain and into Ireland and into Australia, in Germany. Here it is. Biggest hit. A, You're the One That I Want. B, Summer Lovin'. C, Xanadu. Or D, Physical. Okay, let me repeat the question. What was Olivia Newton-John's biggest hit in honor of, her memory from her passing away yesterday? Was it A, You're the One That I Want, B, Summer Lovin' from Grease, C, Xanadu, or D, Physical? A, B, C, or D on the bonus question. Good luck around the world. Winan first up. He's what got You're the One That I Want, and that would not be it, my friend. Second up, Andy New, Mike 7, Charlie November. He answers D, Physical. He is 100% right. It's a tie score again. Yep, that's the right answer. It was Physical, and I mean, it was not even close. It's been 10 weeks at number 1 in the States, and it was the number 1 song of 1982, even though it came out in 1981. And it, in a way, it kind of changed Olivia Newton-John's persona. She was kind of that innocent, sweet girl next door type thing. And the video, the music video especially, really kind of changed things. But it was really a big, big hit for her. It was her number 1 hit. And it came out November of 81. So it'd be classified as an 82 hit because it spent 10 weeks at number 1. Olivia Newton-John with Physical. Magic. See you later, Dan. And around the world, people pretty much got that one right, believe it or not. So again, passing of Olivia Newton-John, unbelievable. Just unbelievable. 73 years old. Gosh, cancer sucks. It just does. It just does. Seen a lot of my family die from it, And then, Olivia taken away at 73. She was special to us in the 70s. We loved her. Really did. All right. I'll get your final comments here, and we'll appreciate that. Sam, yeah, and that's the thing. It was the music video. Oh, my gosh. It was so different. It really was. It was, let's just say it was memorable. That's the best way to put it. Indeed, Sam. Thank you. Rob Q, rest in peace. Olivia Newton-John, indeed. From Australia to Malibu. And we all loved her the whole way around the world, right? Very special person. We had a Tell Me Something Good Tuesday today. It was an honor to do the show. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it. Dale in Arkansas, you're here. We're grateful. Kilo India 5 Tango Sierra Foxtrot, welcome. Thank you for coming to the show. Always a pleasure. Folks, we want to help you get your amateur radio license. I've done a lot of things in life. When I was younger, I restored cars, a lot of cars. And it was fun because I was a car nut. I loved to rebuild, and customize cars. Fun. And but the whole time since I was a kid, I was fascinated with radio. Radio was special, really good. And what I found out after I passed my license, when I got to learn radio then, because you actually use it. But what's interesting is there's so many different facets of radio. We talked about Parks on the Air the last couple of days. We just bring a radio, an antenna, a battery, and coax to a park. You sit at a table and you work people from around the country, or even in Canada or Mexico, sometimes DX. It's fun as heck, really is. POTA is the best thing I've ever done that I tried out and just loved POTA. I'm a hooked POTA hound now. But it could be anything in amateur radio. Maybe you don't like a microphone. You can use a keyboard. Just use a keyboard. You can type your messages out. Text messaging started with ham radio. We'd love to help you get your license. If you know you want to get your license, a good place to contact that can help you is the Radio Society of Great Britain. You'll find them at www.rsgb.org. Please hit the contact us bar. Let them know where you're located and you'd like to get your license. And then they're going to send you an amateur radio club that's close to you. www.rsgb.org. I want to thank you for coming, even though it was a very late show. And I'm sorry it was so late. I've been putting off important things that I had to get done so I could keep doing the shows. And finally today I said, I can't keep doing that. I got to get the stuff done. Thank you for your patience wherever you may be. Tomorrow we might be a little late. We've got some carpet cleaners coming. And wherever you are in this world, God bless you. Thanks for watching Ham Radio Live. I don't ever take it for granted. In honor of Olivia Newton-John, I'm going to play a sign off here from Australia. Until we meet again, goodbye, everybody.
Time for us to say goodnight from ABC Television, from all of us, that is, each and every little one of us. Tomorrow night at 25 to 9, top comedy on ABC Television with Don't Wait Up. Let me explain briefly for you what we expect to happen. Well, you see, Toby has moved into Tom's flat and is not proving the easiest of guests. Well, when Toby goes out for the evening, Tom invites his mother round and offers her Toby's bed as she has had a bit too much to drink. Fair enough. Toby also returns with a guest for the night. Not so fair enough. The embarrassing situation is not discovered until the following morning. And you'll have to wait till tomorrow night at 25 to 9 to discover what they discover. Once again, good night.
Hey, did you ever hear from Michelob Ultra? I got it. So I'm training for this big role. It's a Michelob Ultra commercial. Michelob Ultra.
Lower.
Michelob Ultra. Method. Wait, use the opposite hand. I think my character's left-handed. Who's the character? Michelob Picklestein. Michelob. My name is Tommy Ultra. Tommy Ultra? I like beer! So sorry, I might even get my own beer truck.
Matt. Yeah.
I'm the new spokesman. I'm employee of the month. It's not a competition.
This is yours. And relax.
You gotta be fit. You gotta love Michelob Ultra. It's not like anyone else could do this.
Name?
Pardon?
What is your name?
Chris Pratt?
Over there, bud. Thanks. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't pay to court disaster, Robin.